Like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm stuck in Sierra.
Yep.
Like, that can legit happen?
No.
तो काय को मेरे को टेंशन दे रहा है?
Erase and install new. The issue is that you want to keep the data, which is where
No, I don't. Data ही नहीं है.
Then erase the whole thing. Simple. Live on camera. This is one of Anuj's beard hair.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That is the topic of discussion.
Yeah, wait, I want people
Like-
to be able to see it. Wait, wait, what? It's not visible on camera. So I'm holding it like straight tight, and this is how long it is. Anyways, hey everyone, welcome back to the Objective Stream. My name is Nikhil. This is Anuj, and you're watching the Objective Stream live on your screens right now. A quick few disclaimers. We have potty mouths, so if you have sensitive hearing or kids around you, either wear headphones or turn off the stream completely. And disclaimer number 2, I am enjoying a alcoholic beverage, not sponsored, so you can feel free to join us and grab an alcoholic beverage of your choice, or if you're not of legal drinking age or don't enjoy alcoholic beverages,
It's too long.
drink whatever you want.
It's too long.
I know.
Also, any stream that starts with a display of one of the streamers' beard, head, length, like how bad can it get from there?
For a change, I thought let's start with the disappointing part.
Right.
I'm just
Changing
things up.
Like, if people stay after this, like, then it's all good.
Then like we have a winner on our hands. Like, we legitimately have something that works. Like, it's a working formula, and like
Yeah.
the WAN show should adopt this.
That's open too much. Can you open pretext here?
Yeah, let's do that. Pretext. Excuse me.
You should go to using notes, man.
Hello. Sonali is already here.
In spirit.
No, the other one. This is the one we want.
So I'll just.
Alright, so with that out of the way.
Which is pretext?
What happened? Here. Alright, so while Anuj gets all set up with. He's not carrying his iPad, so he's using mine, and while he gets all set up with that, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stream. Hi Sonali, good to see you here. Hope you had a good dinner.
Dude. Inside jokes. At least give me some context.
I'll tell you after the stream.
Not cool.
Always cool. Chill scenes.
Anyway, so the first topic of the day is
Mozilla
Firefox
is evil, apparently.
So there is a group of internet service providers which is upset about Mozilla because Mozilla is doing the right thing. So internet service providers are those evil people who have access to a lot of data because that's how you surf the internet, so they know what kinky porn sites you visit.
Yep.
But because Firefox is doing DNS over HTTPS
and TLS,
what that means is that
so
the internet service provider does not know.
Okay, so
it's hard for him to find out.
No, so let's put it this way. So you know when you visit HTTPS websites, right? So all the information you send to that website and get back is like, it's all scrambled, and only your computer, like your browser and their web server, know what's happening, right? And anyone in the middle, it's very hard for them. However, when you type say Instagram.com, horrible example, okay, let's figure something out, xkcd.com, okay, and when you type that, or reddit.com, so that name has to be converted to a IP address, which is a bunch of numbers.
So think about it as an address and a postal code.
Yeah. So
like an address and a longitude, latitude, a better example.
Yeah. or a PO box which gets translated to a actual address, like a person and an address, right? So something like that. So all of this, this part of the visiting a website is still not encrypted. So it's in plain sight. Anyone can view it. Excuse me. So this is what Mozilla is trying to scramble now. So what they're trying to do is encrypt that as well and secure that for you. And the ISPA, which is a UK-based consortium kind of a thing, the Internet Service Providers Association UK, and what they have done.
So basically, they thought this would be, I don't know, funny, or I don't know what they thought, but they just got bad press because of this.
Yeah, and they thought that they were being smart.
Yeah,
because
being smart.
Okay, because so I'm quoting from the article. The ISP isn't alone. UK spy agency GCHQ and the Internet Watch Foundation, which maintains the UK's internet block list, have criticized the move to roll out encrypted DNS features to the browser. The ISP's nomination quickly drew ire from the security community. Amid a backslash on social media, the ISP doubled down on its position. Bringing in DNS over HTTPS by default would be harmful for online safety, cybersecurity, and consumer choice, but said it encourages further debate. No, they don't.
How?
They don't. By putting out statements like this, by calling a company that's trying to do something good, by calling them evil, you're not inviting debate. You're passing a judgment. So, yeah, whoever is handling your PR, yeah, they're probably not doing a great job right now. No.
Moving on to the next topic, which is also about an internet service provider,
but this time from Sweden.
PewDiePie. It's got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. So the Swedish ISP Bahnhof has a strong historic commitment to free speech. So blah 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 blah. What happened was they were requested to block a website to visit the elsevier.com, which is a Sci-Hub domain, and they were asked to block it for some reason. So
no. Elsevier is not a Sci-Hub domain.
Okay.
So it is one of those sites which makes less money because of Sci-Hub.
Okay.
So essentially, Sci-Hub is a site for academicians to publish their papers.
Yeah.
Without paywalls.
Yeah.
And the way this works is the scientists get practically nothing for their papers. Most of the money goes to all these publishers. So what people do is sometimes they just upload their papers on Sci-Hub, or someone who has access to them uploads them on Sci-Hub, so that information flows freely. But Sci-Hub is a project which has had many domains, and those domains keep on changing because people keep on taking them down. So they have done some very interesting things from a decentralization point of view, but they still have a domain which can be blocked. Now, this Swedish ISP was forced to basically
block the domain, all access to the domain.
Right. So they also blocked the guys who were asking them to block
it. So what the ISP did was not only block the affected party, but also block the requester party.
Yeah.
Because they were like, okay, this isn't pretty much aligning with our free speech thing.
Right.
So guess what? You both are going to get blocked. And they did not stop there. They are redirecting all requests to either of these websites to a web page they are hosting explaining why this is happening. Way to go, guys.
This is a good...
This is how it's done. This is how it's done. So you know what Mozilla should do? It's a bit like it's in the gray area, but they can totally do this. All DNS requests going to the UK consortium, right? They should just redirect it to some meme. So anyone who tries to access that domain goes to that meme web page.
I'll tell you, because Mozilla is right now a browser. If they do that, they become a news publication because they now have opinions.
But they do have opinions
on their blog, not something that they are forcing on.
Okay.
is what I think of the situation.
Okay, so I mean, if Mozilla did that,
it would be funny, but it would not be cool.
I would personally lead the crusade against Chrome and favor Mozilla everywhere, which is not macOS.
I already do that now.
Because on macOS I prefer Safari.
Yeah.
So, anyways, moving on to the next topic of the day. Canonicals GitHub account gets hacked. Apparently, the Ubuntu source code is safe. Wait. Isn't Ubuntu like semi-open source?
I think it's completely open source.
Yeah. So what like?
No, so it's like
Nobody deleted the repo.
Yeah.
That's what they're
and since it's Git, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's just that. Yeah, I mean, for some time, it must have been hysteria and confusion and paranoia and impending apocalypse.
So I'm quoting from the article here, and we can confirm that on 2019-07-06 there was a Canonical owned account on GitHub whose credentials were compromised and used to create repositories and issues among other activities, the Ubuntu security team said in a statement. Canonical has removed the compromised account from the Canonical organization in GitHub and is still investigating the extent of the breach. Excuse me. But there is no indication at this point that any source code or PII was affected. Furthermore, the Launchpad infrastructure where the Ubuntu distribution is built and maintained is disconnected from GitHub, and there is also no indication that it has been affected.
Since when have we become we read news on this stream?
We don't, but this is like
that's
what
like
the heck?
Third article that you have read.
I've read because I'm just quoting. I'm just quoting
this
from the
will
article.
become like those Doordarshan Sacha Batmya thing, like where there's like a teleprompter and Nikhil Nigre is just reading stuff.
No, I'm just trying to understand the situation here because I haven't read this article, and
that's how we prepare.
Yeah, that's how we prepare. Guys, I've had a super duper long week. But like my dinner was late today.
Don't believe it. Moving on, but yeah, I think if you're a big enough organization with at least 1 million users or even 100,000 users, start using two-factor authentication for practically anything.
Anything. No, but no. So the access tokens were compromised.
You have to mandate the use of things like YubiKey. If anyone has access to anything sensitive, they have to use stuff like YubiKey.
Okay, so here's the thing. Personally, I would love for every employee, including myself in the company.
So every employee is a bit ambitious. At least people like senior staff.
No. So that's what I'm saying. I would love for this to be present in my day-to-day life. However, the costs for it are insane.
क्या बोल रहा है तू?
Yeah.
YubiKey?
Yeah.
Dude. Hundreds of rupees.
No.
Yes.
Not the one which works with GitHub.
सब चलता है. There is a project OpenSC. It's
Okay.
like yeah. Like
share links.
For example, for the ones that you get for your DSC registration in government of India, 108 रुपए का देते हैं. It's like that's like the cheapest one.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work with that. The YubiKey one is cheap.
Okay. So you're gonna send me links of this later on. All right. Okay. So
moving on to the next topic of the day, chip technology. Samsung's working on 5 nanometers. So 7 nanometer was a theoretical limit for a lot of time.
Yeah.
Everyone was like 7 nanometer के बाद तो bro नहीं होगा हमसे. But now here we are working on 5 nanometers
and planning for 3 nanometers
as well.
Yeah. So what's basically happened here is Samsung has certified the entire toolchain and production and assembly lines for the 5 nanometer for their 5 nanometer process. So anywhere between mid 2020 to early 2021, we should be seeing some very generic, basic 5 nanometer chips coming out from Samsung.
The sad part is that since it's Samsung, it's not going to be very widely available. It's going to be only Samsung. Like you can't
Apple
buy that chip.
Apple.
No, but Samsung doesn't make Apple chips.
They do. They have made.
TSMC makes.
TSMC is making the A11 and A12. Samsung made the A10 and the A10X. And some A11 chips as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew that the latest ones, the 7nm ones are TSMC.
Yeah, they're all TSMC. Hey Ishan, what's up?
Ishan is a college friend of mine.
Alright, that's cool.
Yo, who also happens to regularly ditch barbecues.
Word up.
Like he's very good at that. Samsung makes everything. Samsung makes the chipsets for their phones as well.
Yeah, Samsung makes chipsets. Samsung makes SSD controllers, memory controllers.
I'm not sure. I think Toshiba also makes RAM for Apple. No, Toshiba makes the flash.
Flash storage.
Yeah.
So Toshiba is flash storage.
But RAM, as far as I don't think it requires the 5nm thing.
Yeah, no.
Does it?
No. So that's what I'm saying. By mid 2020 or early 2021, excuse me, we should now be seeing like basic chips and basic controllers
for
like whatever stuff Samsung has. So Samsung makes a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they do make a lot of stuff, but they don't necessarily give that to smaller players.
Yeah, let them not. What I'm saying is, even within Samsung products,
yeah,
you're right, they can start rolling out these basic 5nm based chips.
Yeah, but like I don't think it makes sense to make 5nm based chips for anything other than the processor.
Why not?
Because it's just not cost effective. The amount of density that's required for your microprocessor is not at all required for your other chipsets.
That is true.
So you don't need 5nm.
That is
because
very true.
5nm, like it is prohibitively expensive, and then the only place where it does make sense is that.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the microcontrollers and stuff that I work on are post 13nm because we just don't need that.
Wireless chips.
Yeah. So
wireless like modems and your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth controllers.
Because
they would benefit from 5nm.
Plus the smaller chips are very cost sensitive.
Okay, because your tolerances are much higher.
So
plus on a single wafer you're packing more, so you need a higher order. So then only your cost can drop. Okay. So there's a lot of moving parts here. So I'm not really sure what Samsung plans to manufacture with 5nm.
I'm sure like Apple probably would look at them from A13 or A14 point of view.
I don't think so. I think 7nm is here to stay for the consumer based devices for a while now. However,
I'm not sure because like the amount of stuff that Apple is doing on the device now is like getting more and more intensive.
No, so see, here's the thing, right? We got 7nm last year, right? With the iPhone XS. Okay. So
and
I'm expecting the 7nm thing to hang around for 2 more iPhone generations. So this year and the next one. And the 3rd generation from now will probably be 5nm if at all. But I don't think so that will happen. But if at all, that will be the one.
So the thing is, Apple did not wait for 7nm technology
to
mature.
Yeah,
it was one of the first chips.
Yeah.
So like there is some contention between that and the Huawei whatever thing.
Yeah.
But like arguably it was the first or second chip.
Yeah.
Right. So with 5nm, is it going to be the same thing? Like
no, but here's the question. See, 7nm, Apple came out with the first one. Let's say, okay. Right. Now they have let's assume they have a mature process this year. Okay, so they're going to use that, and then they're going to revise that mature process for the 3rd iteration before they move on. So I'm pretty sure like development on their 5nm node is already begun. Like nobody's going to waste time. Everyone has started their processes.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
time will tell.
No, and the thing is like
how TSMC will tell.
No, so see how 14nm to 12nm was a very small jump, right? And 12 to 10 was a very small jump. But almost everybody went from 14nm to 7nm, which is a huge jump.
Okay.
Right? Like Intel is going from 14 to 10 now. Okay, right. Which is not that significant.
A lot of people who went from 14 to 10. I know AMD went from 10 to 7. I know.
No, AMD went from 12 to 7.
10 to 7.
12 to 7. So they were 14 on Zen 1, 12 on Zen 2, and 7 on Zen 3. Okay. So AMD went 14, 12, 7. Apple went 14, 12, 7. Intel is planning to go 14 to 10 first. So
Intel का जमत नहीं and
because they're not working on 7 nanometers right now at all. I mean, except for a few mobile chips and this and that. So going from 7 to 5, I don't know how, like, what are the gains that we are looking at?
also TSMC is doing 7 right now. Samsung is doing 5. Global Foundries had stopped their
7.
investment on 7.
Yeah.
I
No,
think we
Global
spoke
Foundries
about
is
this. So,
Foundries is only doing 12, 10,
10.
12,
10,
12 and 14.
like the lowest that they do is 10.
Yeah.
Intel is doing 10. So
Yeah.
the number of people who are doing sub 10 is like just 2.
TSMC and Samsung.
Right. So it's like it's going to be like these chips will probably be a little more expensive.
Yeah, they're going to be hella expensive because honestly, Intel is not making it. Intel is not being competitive at all right now.
In any department.
In any department.
Moving on to the next topic. I don't know why we have this topic. Nikhil is going to talk about this, but apparently there's a new approach that could sync floating point computation.
Okay. Let's not go with the title. Okay, let's now go with the title. So I'm going to quickly gloss over this topic because it's very nerdy and very geeky.
Okay, so floating point computation is typically very expensive. So adding a FPU unit is one of the slightly harder things to do. So it's like always kept as an additional add-on.
Yeah.
When you're doing chips.
So it's like a progressive enhancement.
Yeah. And I mean it's a tough thing to do.
Okay, so someone is proposing to change things up from the IEEE standard that we are currently using, and the entire idea is that it'll speed things up, store more data in the same amount of RAM, etc., etc. What we generally so CPUs are very slow at all of this, which is why generally when we are talking about GPUs, we talk about things in teraflops, and like basically how many floating point computations a GPU can do per second. And these numbers go all the way up to 1 trillion and even more. So we now have like 7.9 teraflops and 14 teraflops and 15 teraflops. Like that is the scale here. And wait, I'm trying to find the professor's name.
I'm in general very wary about academic proposals.
Mr. Gustafsson. So what he's proposing is to update the IEEE standard and introduce his own work into the standard so we can have faster, denser and more convenient floating point computations. So if you're interested in reading about that, you can go check out the link in the chat. And I would like to take a quick break and talk to you about our sponsor, Objective Reviews. So what we've been doing is hosting a Patreon link, and Anuj is a patron of the channel, and he's been donating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if I add some change on top, 6 vada pavs a month to the channel.
I was thinking more along the lines of pizza McPuffs. And the answer is 3.
3, yeah. So 6 vada pavs is better. I did the math. They did the math. Alright, so you can donate whatever amount on a monthly basis. Go check out the link. If you like the channel, you can become a Patreon. And that is our sponsor spot, and our sponsor was Objective Reviews, because nobody will sponsor us. Garibi khub white asti.
Moving on to the next topic of the day, Amazon wants to do a Starlink-like constellation for providing worldwide internet. Because
so Amazon wants to do whatever everyone else is doing.
So it's like Amazon waits for the world to innovate and then just does that.
Yeah. Like very straightforward. So let Barnes & Noble become big and established, and then swoop in and buy Barnes & Noble and call it Amazon Books.
Yeah.
So like you don't have to take the effort of buying properties and then training staff,
don't do
getting
risky
stock.
stuff.
Like no risky business. Like buy what is established and just buy it. Don't change a thing. Let it run as it is. Just change the name and brand. That's it. Done. But people there are still going to call it a Barnes and Noble. But that the money is coming back to you. So I like how Jeff Bezos thinks.
So the way this Starlink-like thing is going to work is, so Blue Star is already working on a rocket which goes to low Earth orbit.
Yep.
Low Earth orbit is like the lowest possible thing where things can stay.
Yeah, like below the International Space Station, just below it.
So and the thing is, a lot of satellites actually go way above that.
Yeah.
So the things that SpaceX built go way above that, but the ones that Bezos's Blue Origin builds just go to low Earth orbit. And for this particular project, you don't need the thing that goes to the high Earth orbit.
The second level thrusters,
Yeah.
second level boosters.
So like you don't need Falcon 9s.
Yeah.
You need the Blue Star.
Thrusters that they have.
Blue Origin thrusters. So I mean, Blue Origin has the just enough capability.
Okay.
To kind of do that. Also, this was smart move, because I noticed that while you were yapping about the floating point nerdiness.
Yeah. Even I just noticed it.
This is deja vu.
This is much better.
So Amazon is probably going to be the first or second one, depending on how fast Bezos moves. But they're probably the first one to get to this.
Yo, why is chat so quiet? Is everyone dead today?
No, he said picture inception.
Huh?
I'm trying to think what he means by picture inception. That this happened last time.
No. Like he's talking about that.
Oh.
So like, look at this. So like,
dream within a dream within a dream.
साधी काम करत नसतो आम्ही. So
I
Apple.
think Ishan had showed me the South Park episode for Inception or something like this.
Okay.
Was this in college? I'm trying to remember. I don't remember.
Story time.
No.
No? Okay. So back to Safari. So Apple released new MacBooks and it killed the MacBook 12 inches. Great move.
So it was like MacBook Air, MacBook and MacBook Pro.
MacBook Air, MacBook Pro.
Yeah, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
They killed off MacBooks.
Yeah.
Now MacBook Air got revamped, and MacBook Pros also got a revamp.
Yeah. So here's the funny part. Apple launched MacBook to be the new MacBook Air. So making it the MacBook Air.
No.
And then they launched the new MacBook Air, which was like the new MacBook.
No.
So now you don't know if you're buying a MacBook or a MacBook Air because they almost look identical. And anyway, so basically the laptop that introduced us to the horrendous thing that is the butterfly mechanism is dead. And the butterfly mechanism is going to be dead soon too. And yet we have, I agree, scissor is way better than butterfly, but you know what's better than scissors? Mechanical.
I thought better than scissors is a rock.
Like we have a show. I don't need that disappointing part yet.
I'm going to comment.
I don't need the disappointing part yet. So, okay. So, there's a lot of contention amongst people online and people basically enthusiastic about this stuff.
Yeah.
The new MacBook Pro 13 inches base model is just 1.4 gigahertz. However, what everyone was missing out on is that it turbos up to 3.9 gigahertz. So here's the thing. The base frequency being 1.4 gigahertz across 4 cores and 8 threads is fantastic.
For low power.
Exactly.
And longer battery life.
So every dumb out there who complained about it and yelled and cried about this thing, please read a book on
the
how
thing
computers
is, Apple
work.
clearly kills when it comes to its competition and battery life, right? And they kind of understand that and they're trying to keep at it. which is a good thing. But yeah, I mean, these hacks are okay.
So if you are
Also, there are no more models like these.
Yeah, every MacBook Pro now has a touch bar, whether you like it or
I
not.
think it was Ishan was at my house a couple of months ago, and he's like, "Do you use the touch bar?" And I was like, "Sukun."
Yeah. So like the touch bar is the most useless piece of thing on that laptop,
And you always use it accidentally. At least if you're doing programming on it, like a lot of escapes or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a pain, man.
Yeah, it's which is why I opted for one without the touch bar. So because I actually want to use my MacBook Pro for doing stuff on it and not have it like a vanity
if you're
piece or
using it
something.
as a dock thing, then it really doesn't matter.
So here's a cool project I want to do with a MacBook. I'm actually finding a buyer for my 1080 Ti, although it's proving very hard to do that because it has a water block installed. Yeah, I mean, one of the best use cases of the touch bar is the NyanCat app.
No, I think one of the other best use cases was when I used to walk
skipping YouTube ads. You can just like scroll right towards the end of the ad.
Like randomly walking past someone who's working on that, you can, and especially on a terminal. When you're in a terminal, item 2, it shows the different color profiles. So you can just randomly press something and walk away, and that guy's whole view gets fucked. Like if he's using the dark theme, you just press the cyan one or something like that, or the Solaris one, and it's like, why? Because that's what it shows. Like I've done that quite a few times.
I would expect nothing less from you.
Yeah.
So so one thing I'm going
A very
to do
important
is
message has popped up.
Yep.
On Nikhil's iMessages.
Yes.
His brother
Very
has
important.
said, "Wine bottle open mat kar." Guys, moving on to the next topic.
No. I want to talk about this. So I want to sell my 1080 Ti, pull out the RX 580 that is in my Hackintosh, put a Radeon 7 in there, and get a GPU enclosure and use the RX 580 with my MacBook Pro. Just because. Dada funding.
Dada, third world, first world.
Dada funding.
इकडे माझ्या लिनक्सच्या ढब्यावरती हार्ड ड्राईव्ह क्रॅश हो राहिली. एफ डिस्क रन करायला लागतं मला. Moving on to the next topic of the day. More Apple news where there was
what is this about? What is this
So
about?
there was a very critical bug in iMessage which has been fixed if you have updated to the latest iOS, which you should. But the bug was pretty serious, and it meant that somebody could send you a message and that could break your phone.
Holy shit. So
This is pretty fucked up now. Like
there's an actual comment on this bug report. I hope that no one big covers this, because if they do, oh boy, too late, already out on a big news website. Fixed was new. Okay, so holy shit. So there's an entire like all the details are here. I am balloon plugin data source replace handle with contact name in string, which calls handle identifiers on the NS string, which is really an NS number, which throws an exception as the selector does not exist in that class. Oh boy.
But yeah, this is fixed.
Shit.
Thank you to all my contacts for not sending me this iMessage.
Yeah. So next bit of news, quickly going to gloss over, but it's pretty fucking cool. So another case of HIV has been reported as eliminated and cured. So the previous article I read was that it was cured, but dude, what? I'm not in private mode. So anyways, go read the article, turn on reader mode, and nope, you can't do that here. So anyways, pretty cool stuff. I read the whole thing on a different website, but I don't know why this is in the source. I have added it. I have no clue why. Anyways, bear with me. So 12 years ago, a case was reported as cured on someone who had the HIV virus. And yeah, like what?
Satyajit does not know we are in the middle of a stream and reading out his message. Satyajit just said, never mind. And now everyone knows that.
So I'm guessing he has opened the wine bottle has been opened.
Guys, like we have
like the floodgates have been opened.
Wrap up.
Yep. Things need to move fast now. Snap. But we have a lot to talk about. So anyways, 12 years ago, a case was reported cured. And then since then, scientists and researchers have been trying to figure out how to reproduce this result in other patients. And recently, somewhere in the UK, this another report of a patient being cured of the HIV virus has been reported successfully. So pretty cool. The problem with this whole situation is that the cure involves bone marrow transplant, and which is not a very it's not something that is easy. And the biggest problem with that is like the bone marrow transplant itself is the simpler part in the entire process. The hard part is for the recipient of the bone marrow, their body to adjust to it and not react violently to the new bone marrow that is entering their system, as with any other organ transplant. So bone marrow transplants aren't any different. So that is the situation, and researchers and scientists and doctors and medical professionals alike are trying to figure out how to turn this into a more formidable permanent cure for everyone affected with HIV.
Thank you, Nikhil, our science and daily correspondent. Moving on to our tech stream.
This is tech. This is tech.
This is not tech.
Come on. It involves a lot of technology. But talking about pure joy and technology, Nintendo has announced and launched the Nintendo Switch Lite. I goofed up that one.
Like, why did you correct it? Because you corrected it, now it feels like a goof.
Goof up. It was a goof up.
So always there are three. So this is the chota version, like the light version. It's like $100 cheaper.
Basically, everything is fixed.
Yeah.
And no TV output.
Yes. No TV output. No removable Joy-Cons. And 3 colors. That's good. So this feels like 5C.
Yeah. The yellow and grey being my favorite. The cyan looks very bright.
Technically, it's turquoise.
Turquoise. Okay. But here's a very funny picture. So there are like 2 lights and 2 regular switches, and like they could have been sharing controllers, but I don't know, rich people things, I guess.
But yeah, like there's the link up thing with Switch where you can.
So this is gonna sell like hotcakes with the upcoming Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Like it is gonna sell.
Nintendo is doing fine. Like they sold, I think, somewhere around 35 to 40 million Switches.
I don't know the numbers.
I think I'm pretty sure I read that number. So they have sold around 35 million Switches.
Mm-hmm.
And with the lower cost one, I'm sure over a period of time they're probably going to do more.
So if anyone is planning to play Pokemon Sword or Shield, which one are you going to be getting? I'm thinking Sword.
I have no context for this.
Let me know in the comments, either in the chat or the comments, which one you plan to buy. Release date is 15th of November.
The game release date. The Switch release date
is 20th of this month.
No, I thought it's September.
No, this month.
You sure?
Oh yeah, September.
Yeah,
my bad.
20th
of September. Alright, so and it comes at $200 US. So $100 cheaper than the Switch. So smart moves coming in from Nintendo.
Also, I'm just putting it out there, but I'm accepting advance birthday gifts. My birthday is in March.
My birthday is before him, so I'm accepting
he already
advance. I don't have a Switch.
There's a Switch in this building.
Doesn't matter. I don't have a Switch.
There's a Switch in this building.
It doesn't matter. Okay, what would you do on the Switch?
I have no clue. It's just cool. I actually don't play games, so it's probably completely wasted on me. But it
Exactly.
just looks
See.
pretty.
See?
It
Exactly.
looks pretty.
Like, I should be the one getting it, if anyone is getting it at all.
And that brings us to the last section of our stream.
What are
which
we
is
watching?
called What are we watching?
So, I want to talk about... can we talk about Stranger Things now? It's been more than a week.
We did talk about Stranger Things.
But we did not...
Okay,
make a
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler
So,
alert. If
Stranger
you...
Things-
Wait, 1 second. If you haven't still completed watching Stranger Things 3, if you give a damn about it, go get a life. Because I've been busy as fuck.
No,
and
I think
still
okay.
managed to watch it completely.
Okay.
Okay? I've been busy as fuck. I've been doing 9 to 9. And I managed to watch it.
He's lying. So Stranger Things 3 ended with Hopper dying. Oh, I just finished Dark. But we'll come to Dark.
George, cool idea. I like how you're thinking. Please go on.
Yeah, so Stranger 3...
Things 3.
Stranger 3 things
Yes.
about Stranger Things 3.
Yes.
3 strange things about
Stranger Things 3.
Yes. This is the name of the segment.
Okay. So, see, the thing is, I like
Okay,
that
what's the
people
first?
died.
No, you have to now limit it to 3 things.
Okay. Okay, the first strange thing.
Ishan said something deep.
Oh.
Like, I legit want to do 2 minutes silence for that.
Yes. We're observing 2 minutes of silence.
Are you crazy? Let's just do 20 seconds, man. 2 minutes is harsh.
Like he put a whole sad smiley face and everything.
I swear.
Like
The fields.
shit. I have put the user in a timeout option here.
So what happens?
I can like legit put him in a timeout. So like he won't be able to like comment or anything.
But 2 minutes silence for everyone.
Everyone.
Not for the user.
Yeah. I know. But like he won't be saying anything. So it'll be like silence for everyone.
That's stupid. Okay, but yeah.
Hey, you know what? While I'm here, I also found the option to make someone a moderator. So Sita, you're a moderator now. Go ahead.
But we need moderation for Sita. Like, who will guard the guards?
Me.
Okay, like focus. Sitaram Shirke is moderator now, so now
Yes.
we can focus here.
So Stranger Things 3.
Yeah. First strange thing.
The ending.
No, don't put cliffhangers in a show which is so popular that it does not need cliffhangers.
I agree. The last
are you putting
5
cliffhangers?
minutes were absolutely not needed in that show.
Shit, man.
It kind of ruined the ending for me.
Yeah.
The show should have ended when Elle read the letter.
Yeah.
That's it. That
Yeah.
was the show. It was a great ending. You had to fucking ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, you put post-credit scenes and you're ruining it for us.
Like, that was bad.
Because it's like nothing matters as much as the season except the last 2 or 3 seconds, which is typically tangential to the show. Right? So everyone is talking about the post-credit scene. Nobody's talking about
the show
how
itself.
good the show was
Yeah.
or how bad the show was.
This was a very good season.
Yeah. And it's like,
And one thing I was hoping
it
this
was not
season.
a very good season. It was a good season. Very good season was first season.
Okay, let's not compare anything to the first season. The first season was good AF. Okay, so here's something I was expecting from this show this season, and that like they delivered, and not giving Will a lot of airtime.
Will. Yeah, I mean, Will is just a Wikipedia thing now.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to go to the comments and the live thing.
Okay.
So Will is like, everyone just goes to Will ki. So Will is like, tu jab tha tab kya hua tha? It's like, guy, like we need your help here. Like that's it. Like he's just there as a Spidey sense thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
He's like a live GPS tracker.
Yeah.
Like a
No,
human
not a-
GPS tracker.
He's a siren. Not
He's a watchtower.
Siren sounds funnier.
Siren sounds like the whole. Yeah. But he's just like, "Hai la hala to."
Yeah, it's more Spidey sense than anything else.
Like Ayla.
Ayla. So that's the first. No, that's the second thing.
Yeah.
And the third thing is it was so much more colorful.
Yeah.
Than the previous
Two
seasons. Like there was so much more color.
Yeah. Especially the last, like, let's call it the boss fight, and that was beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
I really had fun. I paused. I knew what was about to happen because like it kind of leads up to that moment.
Yeah, the fight.
So I paused, went downstairs, and watched the remaining thing on my TV.
You guys are doing Stranger Things here.
Yeah. सीता
खरं सीता.
मॉडरेटर बनून चुकलो राव असं नको वाटेल मला.
But yeah, it was a lot more visually rich.
Yeah. I would definitely love to watch a show with the two guys. I'm forgetting the name. The guy who works at the ice cream shop.
Yeah,
Steve and the little kid.
Lucas.
Yeah, I would definitely love to watch a show just featuring those two. Brilliant stuff. Like, they should get like the best duo or something award. Like,
Dustin. Lucas is the
yeah. Dustin.
Leader.
Yeah, Dustin and Steve.
Harrington.
They should get the Jodi Kamal Ki award.
Oh, I have one more quip about this. Like, they showed a lot of romantic two romantic relationships brewing.
Yeah.
But not actually materializing into
anything. Yeah.
बच्चे काय को रुला रहे रे इधर पब्लिक मतलब हाथ में गुलाब लेके बैठ के देख रहा है. And you guys are like,
I have no idea where this is going. Like, okay. I'm glad you stopped there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
हाथ में गुलाब.
हाँ.
Water.
ठीक.
The next thing is
still better than डोक्यात गजरा and घाबरणं.
Oh, that was badass, man. Sonali was killing it. डोक्यात गजरा
घाबरणं. That was next level
hard
stuff.
Hard scene.
Shout out to Sonali. Epic stuff.
In other things that I'm watching, I just finished Dark, both the seasons.
Okay.
I want to ruin it for Sitaram here, but I don't know.
I haven't watched it, so let's not.
Okay, let's not ruin it for Nikhil, but if it was just Sitaram, I would have ruined the.
Yeah, okay.
That would have been fun.
So, if any one of y'all have watched Spider-Man Far From Home, let us know in the chat so we can completely ignore your opinions on the movie.
I don't know what Ishan means by that.
Tier list video on TikTok.
It's a tier list.
I have no idea what that is. Can you explain more? And we can tell you if yes or no.
No, but you have not done a list video at all, so the answer is still no.
It could be that just the word list does not imply that it's a list. But it could also be that it could imply that it's a list. In which case, no.
Stop. I don't know what.
हुआ तो दो बातें होगी. एक तो है या तो नहीं है.
नहीं है. You have not done any list video.
So my brother and I were discussing the Hindi version of The Office yesterday over dinner.
Oh God!
And
please let's not even acknowledge its existence.
I have not watched the trailer. I have not watched the show itself, and I plan to watch neither of them ever.
The minute you said so, the Office US was a kind of scene-to-scene replacement of most of the Office UK.
No, we have not done that. Yeah.
And then if you're going to do a scene-by-scene replacement of the Office US, just like add audio.
Yeah.
If you're like doing the same thing.
Yeah. No, but see, yes, like my brother was telling me like the person who plays each character, and then I asked like, where is Meredith? And he's like, okay, there's no Meredith.
Oh man.
I'm disappointed.
Meredith would have been fun.
You need a Meredith. Yeah. And an Indian Meredith would have been insane fun.
Satyachan.
Like insane fun. Like you can do a show like what is that show with the 4 women on Amazon Prime?
Also, I think Ishan, you can't share links here.
No, he can. I think.
No, I don't think people can share links.
They can't. You can try.
No.
Okay, so what is that show? Four more shots.
I haven't seen that.
4 more shots. Great show. Really well done. Really well written. Good acting. Good. Like everything about that show is good. There's nothing bad about that show. So I don't know why there is no Indian Meredith. And like we are definitely not expecting 13 and 14-year-old Indians to be watching this because all of those guys are busy making TikTok videos. So they are not paying attention to this anyways.
And on that disappointing.
What is disappointing about it?
13, 14 years old making TikTok videos. They are so stereotypical.
No, they are.
No.
They are.
No.
Yeah.
Legit adults are making TikTok.
No, they are. Nobody's denying that adults are not. But it is like everyone has moved from Snapchat to TikTok. Snapchat is dead now.
Yeah, it's everyone moved from Snapchat to either PUBG or TikTok.
PUBG, yeah. Yeah. I forgot about PUBG. Oh, damn. Okay, so I have been watching. I have it right here. So I finished watching Stranger Things on like Tuesday or something, and then I've been watching Family Reunion, new show on Netflix by Netflix. Pretty fun. Family show, so a bit of comedy. Some stuff is pretty dry and like there's like overacting and over delivery of dialogues, but it's a fun show to watch at night. And I've been watching The Last Tsars, so a little bit of History Channel mixed with good drama. And I finished the Chef Show. Come on, the Chef Show was good. Yeah, the Chef Show.
I watched Shaft the movie.
How's it?
Like, so it's like there was an old Shaft, and there was the Samuel Jackson Shaft, and now there's like a Samuel Jackson's kid Shaft. So now it's like shown that all of there are like just 3 generations. Good.
You know what I miss already? Star Trek Discovery. Like the season ended just now in March, and I already miss it.
Apart from the new reboot of the movies, I haven't watched Star Trek at all.
You should watch Discovery on an HDR TV with like epic audio setup. Because that show is so bloody well done, and it is a prime example of a good HDR TV show.
Okay.
It is definitely worth watching in HDR.
I also watched a stand-up thing by Aziz Ansari.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet.
Like it was part stand-up show, part feels show, because he was like talking about serious stuff like parents and spending more time with them, close your eyes, think about memories and stuff. I'm like, bro, this is too deep.
Not expected from you.
Yeah, no. Like,
tell me a joke.
Like he does tell jokes, but it's like it's not just jokes. So,
oops, sorry.
Keep that in mind. And the fuck?
There.
Why would you do that?
It was just sticking out and killing my OCD, sir.
It's fucked up.
It was killing my OCD, dude. So I'll tell you what was happening. It was like,
it doesn't matter what was happening.
Dude, trust me, seriously.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It absolutely doesn't matter.
Trust me.
It doesn't.
Trust me, just watch.
It doesn't.
Just watch.
No.
Are rukna?
No, watching that would give justification for you to do that next time. It doesn't matter what was happening.
I will do it again.
It doesn't matter.
I will do it again. Okay, so $500. Where's Webbuff? We need Webbuff. You gave 500 for a knock, 1,000 for a shave. Would you take 1,000 for a shave? No? Come on, a trim. No?
It's one of those things where it is absolutely nobody's business.
Come on.
Yeah.
What? Knocking me is someone's business.
Yeah, he paid me to do that.
He's paying me to do
Are you
that.
going to shave for me?
No, trim.
No. Are you going to do that?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. I have scissors and everything.
Everyone has scissors.
No.
He's
Like trimming
okay,
scissors.
so he's going to give 2,000. Clean shave.
No. That is pushing it. That is pushing it.
Guys.
No, not clean shave, trim. Okay, not a trim, a shape up. Come on. He's giving you 2K. He's giving you 2K.
My parents have offered 6 digits. क्या है तुम लोग का छुट्टा लेके क्या है मेरा दारू का खर्चा ज़्यादा है हमारा.
Okay. Ishan will give 2, I will give 2. Trim, like into a shape. Like Asa. Okay. The Vikings.
I think people are losing interest in this team.
No. Come on. People are offering money here.
Empty envelopes.
वो ऐसा क्या बोलते हैं उसको? What is that called?
गोटी.
नहीं रे.
Beads.
नहीं. Jason Momoa used to have it.
No bro.
Braids. ऐसा braided. Not Jason Momoa. Sorry. The Vikings actor. Ragnar. तू देखा है ना?
Lothbrok. First 3 or 4 seasons.
Front छोटी. हाँ, braids. Front छोटी. Number of viewers are increasing since you started talking about Anush shaving. Exactly.
Bullshit.
Exactly.
So like,
it's a very hot topic.
guys, get the hint. It's not happening. Like,
People, guys, okay. You know what? Let's show him we are serious. Drop the super chats in there. Or sign up on Patreon. Either way, send us money because beers are running out, and unfortunately, he didn't even get one.
So he told me that no, he's
BYOB.
not having beers.
Yeah.
So I didn't get mine.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm having beer.
So I told him BYOB,
No.
and he didn't get it. Yeah.
He said, you
I have
are
the chat
not,
log.
You know, you said you are not having beers.
Yeah, I said that. But I also
And-
said crowdfunded shit.
Crowdfunded shit.
See the most.
No, I'll take your money. I won't shave.
See, since we've started talking about your beard and
I
you shaving,
swear, like-
the chat
like
has like lit up on
up.
fire. Everyone's talking.
There's
Everyone's
like at least 4 or 5 people here.
exactly, and you're like nobody's interested. The chat is dying. Like no.
Yeah, I think then we should just have a photo of my like Riley wiry beard, and then people will just join. And then you should just name next week's chat as We Shave Anuj Live.
Anuj
and
Live.
there will be like loads of viewers.
I have a
and
photo
we won't
from
do
Eleven.
it.
I have a photo from
And,
11.
yeah, and like we won't do it.
No, you totally do it.
No, because
I
you want
would-
to keep that doing again and like you want to do it again and again.
Guys, super chat. Come on, I want to see some super chat money.
Guys,
in there.
don't.
Like
Because
let's make
just-
this happen.
Honestly, you're not
Alok.
giving the money to me.
Alok,
You're
come
giving
on.
it to him.
No, Alok, come on.
I'll just show my UPI QR code.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What is that?
I typed BHUM instead of BHIM.
Okay.
And then it showed me Bhumi Padnekar. I don't know who that is. People can be weird. So how do I show request? Where's my QR code?
I have no idea how that works.
Okay. This is my QR code.
Wait. It's shining.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let's. Okay.
This is my Bheem UPI QR code.
So you're gonna
Scan
have,
it,
you guys
send
are gonna
money.
have to, yeah.
If this works out, I'll probably trim it.
And comment on the video with like screenshots of you having sent him payment. So the internet will remember it forever, and then he can't backtrack. So yeah, guys, let's make this happen. And we are not talking about a clean shave. We are talking about a trim. Yeah.
मेरा मैं जानता हूँ, तेरा तू जानता है.
Okay, so recommendations for what I should be watching on the weekend. Because I'm tired as fuck.
How not to pull on people's beard?
Is that a show?
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
What is the IMDb ID?
YouTube.
Okay, what is the YouTube channel?
No, it's a search query.
Okay.
I'll explain what that means.
Okay, but seriously. what
Watch
should I be watching?
Dark.
See, the whole problem with okay, so Ishan is like he sent you stuff. Screenshot and post the link, imager link on the video in the comments.
Are you serious?
Holy shit! Holy shit! So like Ishan has actually sent $2,000, and okay, so Ishan has already like he's legit filled up the quota already.
This guy is crazy.
Like, okay, we have the money next Friday live on the stream. I'm going to be trimming his beard. I am going to be trimming.
Crazy. I'm sending that money back.
No.
That's the beauty of UPR.
No. Like, this is done. This is done, and we have it live.
Ishan.
I was honestly not expecting this to happen. I was like, okay, good job, dude. Good job.
No.
Alok is sending shaving supplies. Okay,
wow.
So like I
just did that when my parents visited. I think.
No exchange, no refund. I accept with him.
No, like he doesn't have a choice. We can play this game all life now.
No. This is epic. Sita is adding a calendar event, and he's a moderator on the chat for the live stream. So yeah, Sita, come on, make that ICNS. What file is that? ICO or whatever, CAL or whatever file is that. Make a calendar entry, schedule it, put it in the chat, let everyone download it and set up alerts for it. This is happening. The internet has funded your beard trim.
This is stupid. This is like major scale stupid. Like सब येड़े एक चैट पे आते हैं. Sonali, no offense to you, but सब येड़े एक चैट पे आते हैं तो ऐसा ही होता है. Because she hasn't said anything, everyone else. She's just laughing. That doesn't mean she agrees.
No. All right. So I'm gonna before this gets any longer.
This is the definition of sexy. लड़कियां सब मरती है.
ऐक ना राजा, मी स्ट्रीम पद्धतशीर बंद करणार होतो आज. थँक्यू आल्याबद्दल वगैरे.
लुक्स में सबसे हार्ड है, शहर में अपनी चलती है.
That didn't rhyme.
Yeah, it does rhyme. It's like from a legit song.
But that didn't rhyme.
One Direction. Yeah, One Direction nahi. Not One Direction, Side Direction. There's this song by Divine, One Side, not One Direction. One side. I don't know why I said One Direction. I was thinking about One Side. Yeah, Divine did not sing One Direction, nor did One Direction. That would be epic. Like One Direction and Divine are singing together. लड़कियां सब मरती है. Okay, so listen to One Side by Divine. And immigration officers laugh. Yeah, they do. I get to interact with immigration officers so much now. It's like I'm friends with people wherever I go.
I'm stopping the stream now. This has gone far too long.
Yes.
Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Have fun, guys. We'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.